Welcome back on board Allure of the Seas as we experience our first ever Royal Caribbean cruise. Join us on a day at sea where we attempt to ice skate, watch a Broadway show, have a phenomenal steak dinner, and so much more. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to day 2 of our first ever Royal Caribbean cruise on board Allure of the Seas. Today is a day at sea, which means we have a jam-packed full day on board the ship today. We're going to be starting things off by going up to Windjammer for the very first time and checking that out and comparing breakfast up there to what they have on Disney Cruise Line. And then Coda signed us up for ice skating. I don't remember agreeing to that, but Coda said I did, so we're going to do a quick lap of ice skating and hope I don't fall and break something. And then we're going to be watching a Broadway show today, which is apparently something you can do on board Royal Caribbean Cruise Line. It's going to be a jam-packed full day, guys. I hope you guys are excited. Let's go ahead and get this day started. You know, typically if we were on a Disney ship and we were on like a higher up deck that was just strictly rooms, I would have no problem with just walking from one end of the ship to the other, just passing nothing but rooms. But we have the Royal Promenade here. So on Royal Caribbean, it makes sense to go down, to walk forward, and then go back up to the Windjammer. And it looks like they have a bunch more sales going on today too. Let's see, deals 2 for $30. Interesting. So they got a bunch of t-shirts here, and Coda's pretty interested. So it looks like there might be a little bit of a veterans thing going on today here in the Royal Promenade, because not only do we have an American flag, but they also have a bunch of mini cupcakes out in the form of an American flag. That is so interesting. It looks like they're going to be handing those out later. That's awesome. All right, here we are, Windjammer Marketplace. Current time is 11:05 in the morning and breakfast runs until 11:30. That is incredible. All right, let's take a quick look at what they have for breakfast. We of course have bacon, we have eggs, we have some grits over here and oatmeal. They have some parfaits. We have a fruit station over here. It looks like they have some carved meats over here, which is really good. Some more bacon, sausage. It looks like we have some hash browns down there. We of course have pancakes. We have waffles in the shape of a Ferris wheel. That's interesting. And some French toast. They have a little Asian section over here. They have some fried rice with some eggs. We also have some pav bread and bahi, okay, and upma. That's something I've never seen before. We have hard-boiled eggs over here and apple empanadas. Ooh, okay. We have a fresh egg section over here. We have omelets. Okay. All right, breakfast is served. I have a waffle over here that is sadly not in the shape of a Mickey, but it's fine. We have a hash brown, sausage. I love the grab-and-go omelets. That's really cool. And I also got some smoked salmon. Nothing too crazy because we are going to be eating chops later, and I'm super excited for that, but cannot beat this view, man. I love days at sea. Okay, so breakfast at Windjammer. It was okay. Was it the best thing in the world? No, absolutely not. And I, couldn't help but compare it to Disney. It has some benefits over Disney and others not so much. With Disney, Coda and I really enjoy the fact that we can get Eggs Benedicts pretty much whenever we want. They have Eggs Benedicts ready and available to you, but they don't have it over here on Royal Caribbean, so that is a knock against them. But they do redeem themselves in the fact that they have like fresh and ready omelets ready to go, just grab and go, and as well as like fresh eggs. That was really cool. I did enjoy that. So overall, it was okay. Wasn't the best. The waffle that I had, it was kind of like on the stale side. It was kind of hard. I had touched a couple of waffles with the tongs and they were like really hard, so it was probably just the batch that I had. I'm sure if I got a waffle that was a bit more fresh, then it would have been really good, but it was okay. So we did actually pick up some t-shirts over there at the t-shirt sale. We picked up 3 for $40, which I guess isn't too terrible. And we came back up to the room to drop them off, and Coda reminded me that we have chops tonight, and I should probably look into ironing my shirt, because it's typically a thing for me where if we're going to a nice restaurant, I need to iron my shirt that day. At least that's what we do on Disney. Well, Disney, they have self-service laundry rooms that include ironing boards and irons. Royal Caribbean does not. There are no self-service laundry facilities here on the ship. If you need anything washed, ironed, pressed, whatever, you got to pay them to do it. And you have to put it in a bag and give it to your stateroom host, and they'll take care of it for you. So that's a little unfortunate, and it's too late to send my shirt off now to get pressed for tonight for dinner at 5:30. So we're just gonna have to deal with it. Thankfully it's not that wrinkly. It is a little noticeable, but it's not that noticeable. It could be a lot worse. But yeah, that's That's something that's a little bit of a bummer on Royal compared to Disney. Anyways, let's go down to the ice skating rink and try not to die. All right, heading on back inside Studio B for some ice skating.
Long pants and socks must be worn for skating, and additional safety equipment is available to keep your knees and elbows safe.
This is either going to go very well or very poorly. I will say, I'm feeling a lot more comfortable than I did at Enchant. Because if you guys remember from that video, if I ever did post that video, I don't know if I posted that video, I think I did. Either way, we went to Enchant and I was having a very bad time with ice skating, so hopefully this one goes a little bit better. We'll see. I'll at least do one lap, and then I'll get Coda to go on the ice.
Well, he didn't immediately fall. That's good. He is speed. Good chow. Oh, I almost caught that. That would have been amazing. He did it, a whole lap.
So that definitely wasn't as bad as the last time I skated. It also helps that these skates are a bit more comfortable than what I had at Enchant. But because I'm so flat-footed, instead of skating like this, I tend to skate like this, and my the sides of my feet really hurt. So as soon as I got towards the back of the rink, I started feeling it. So one lap is good for me. Coda's the ice skater in the family. Let's go film her getting some fun on the ice. So back when you lived up north, how often did you skate?
Not super often, but I did take classes when I was real little. The river was too bumpy.
So were you a twirl girl, or was it more just hockey?
Basics.
Basics, okay.
How to not eat it.
Fair enough.
How to get up, stuff like that.
You're already doing much better.
Yeah, I left the wall.
I left the wall for a little bit.
To cut the corner.
Now you got to do the triple axel backflip 9000.
Yeah, I'll get right on that. They said keep my feet on the floor.
Aww.
But we'll see.
See, you know she's used to it because she is comfortable hanging out in the middle of the ice. Now, what blows my mind is that this is actual ice. It's not like the fake ice that you would see at some other kind of theme park or whatever, because some places you go to, it's like fake ice. It's like plastic, just really slippery. This is legitimate ice. And I think that that's really cool. So, unlike the main Royal Caribbean channel that they have in your stateroom, they cycled through different things. Like they have the map over here, they have the information on what you're doing, and they cycle through maps. But then they also show a live look at the Promenade, the Royal Promenade. And Coda had the bright idea to go downstairs and try and find the camera and stand there and wave. So we're going to wait for her to get down there to see if we can find her. Oh, there she is. There she is. Got her. Okay, so we're here at Park Cafe over here in Central Park, and I am about to try the roast beef sandwich. They're banging ice over there. I'm about to try the roast beef sandwich. Now, my friends Brian and Carrie over at Views and Cues, they have a website called cruisefoodhalloffame.com. And this roast beef sandwich is in the Hall of Fame. One of their favorite items that they love. I got it with horseradish, spicy mustard, and gravy. I'm not entirely sure if I'm supposed to get it with all the sauces on it, but I think I do. So let's go ahead and try this and see if it's really as good as people say it is. All right, let's go for it. I'm not gonna lie, that is really good. It's a super messy sandwich, but it is really good. I'm not gonna lie, it's solid. Yeah, thanks for the recommendation, Brian. I appreciate it. This is good. Okay, now we're doing something that's a little bit more in my element. We're down here at Bolero's and we're taking part in like Disney trivia. It's called House of Mouse Trivia, but we're doing Disney trivia. Let's see how well we can do.
Number 4. What is the name of the teapot in Beauty and the Beast? Number 5. In what year did Mickey Mouse make his first appearance? Okay, number 6. What is the name of the chef in Ratatouille who aspires to be a great chef despite being a rat? Okay, number 7. What is the name of Pocahontas' pet raccoon? Okay, number 8. Who is the villain in The Little Mermaid? Okay, number 9. In Up, the film Up, which continent did Carl and Russell travel to?
Okay, so I'm kind of shocked, but also not at the same time. We won. We won the trivia by 1 point, by the way. We won only by 1 point, which is wild. So we got several things, and on Royal Caribbean, they don't do like winner's medallions like they do on Disney Cruise Line, but we did get a pen, we got a metal water bottle, and they also gave us, let me see if I can get this out, a little souvenir bag. So it's not a medal that you can walk around and show off, but getting some like free Royal Caribbean merch is actually really cool. I'm happy that we won. Babe, you happy that we won?
Yeah.
She contributed a little bit.
Yeah.
I did most of the heavy lifting, but it was still a lot of fun. I knew we had to do, you know, Mickey trivia. We had to, you know.
The House of Mouse.
House of Mouse trivia. House of Mouse trivia. Oh no, it was a lot of fun. Let's go put our stuff in the room and then go see Mamma Mia. All right, we have made it inside the Amber Theater, and just like with the ice skating show yesterday, with Key, we have reserved seating over here on the mezzanine. So we have the first 3 rows to ourselves for this performance, which is amazing, by the way. I'm really looking forward to this because while Mamma Mia was touring around Central Florida, Coda was really wanting to see it. We just unfortunately didn't have the time to go and see it and the money. But because this is included in our cruise, might as well. It's a whole Broadway show with an intermission and everything, so I'm really excited to check this one out. Just like with any Broadway show, I can't film any of it, so we'll be sure to let you guys know our thoughts during intermission and then sum it all up at the end. Later. Okay, we're about halfway through the show. Intermission, about 15 minutes. They announced that it was a 15-minute intermission, because I remember hearing at some point that either they wouldn't announce that it was an intermission and people got up and left and just never came back for the second half of the show. I remember seeing it somewhere, but anyways. As a theater nerd,
Grease.
As a theater nerd, this is a huge selling point for Royal Caribbean. And I already knew that like Royal Caribbean did like Broadway shows, but like as far as I know, this is like the whole show, staging and everything for the most part. I know Star of the Seas, that's coming next year, has Back to the Future the musical, which is one of my favorite musicals of all time. I absolutely love that show. Coda, when she was on Oasis of the Seas, saw Cats
Forever ago.
pre-COVID, and there was Hairspray, and a couple of other ships have Broadway shows too, like Norwegian ships have Six and Beetlejuice. This is a huge selling point, and I am impressed. I'm loving this so far. So, Mamma Mia was fantastic. I absolutely loved it. Being able to see a Broadway show on a cruise ship is fantastic. I loved it. It was absolutely amazing. I have no other words to describe it. But now, as you can see, we are changed into our finest attire. We're going to Chops tonight for dinner, which is almost the Palo equivalent on a Royal Caribbean cruise. So I'm excited to check it on out because we're having more steak. We had a lot of steak last night. We're going to have some more steak tonight. Let's go, guys. Something good about our room being on deck 8 is that we're on the same deck as Central Park, and that is where Chops is located. This is Really nice. I love this. We have vintages. I don't know what that is. Looks like a wine bar. But come on, being able to walk out here in the middle of the ocean and just have, you know, trees and plants everywhere, it's fantastic. Oh, that's cool. They have like a glass roof on it so you can eat outside, but it's also like a glass roof in case it starts raining. I was worried about that. All right, here we are. Chops Grille. All right, we have made it to Chops Grille. Let's go ahead and take a look at the menu. All right, so for an appetizer, we have colossal shrimp cocktail, a tuna tartare, as well as a jumbo lump crab cake. We also have a beef carpaccio, as well as a grilled black pepper bacon. For soups and salads, we have a wild mushroom soup, as well as a lobster bisque. We have a Caesar salad, a crispy goat cheese salad, and the wedge. Signature mains for our meats, we have a filet mignon, a petite filet mignon, a prime bone-in ribeye, which is probably what I'm gonna get. We have a prime New York strip, as well as a rack of lamb and a roasted chicken. For seafoods, we have a grilled branzino, a spicy jumbo shrimp, a grilled Atlantic salmon, as well as a Maine lobster. Ooh, that sounds really good. And for sides, they are shareable portions. We have tater tots, cream spinach, jumbo asparagus, mac and cheese, mashed potatoes, sauteed mushrooms, and truffled french fries, as well as a baked potato. I also want to point out that the half-pound Maine lobster is a $21 upcharge. Starting things off with a bread service. Is it warm? It's a little warm. All right, appetizers have arrived. I have the grilled pepper bacon. It just got a lot darker in here. And then Coda got the jumbo shrimp. Okay, so first round of appetizers. Really solid. That bacon, oh my God. So good. I can understand why it's in the Cruise Food Hall of Fame. It is amazing. And the jumbo shrimp, really good as well. Big pieces of shrimp. I absolutely loved it. That was perfect. 10 out of 10 for both. No complaints. Our steaks have arrived. Take a look at the size of this ribeye. It is huge. We also have our sides over here. We got mac and cheese, some asparagus, and some mashed potatoes. And Coda opted for a ribeye as well. These things are huge. You ready?
Yeah.
My goodness. It was a valiant effort. I couldn't finish it. I will say, the mac and cheese was really good. The asparagus was amazing. I love the asparagus. And Coda put a pretty big dent in hers as well. But we want dessert, so we're not gonna finish everything. All right, our dessert menu has arrived. We have a key lime meringue pie, a warm chocolate cake, New York cheesecake, a warm apple pie a la mode, as well as a red velvet cake. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait to get that. And we also have an assorted ice cream and sorbets. For an additional charge, you also have some coffees as well. The truffle, I love the hot and steamy. And of course, a Bavarian coffee. All right, desserts have arrived. Coda got the chocolate lava cake, and then I got the red velvet cake. Our check has arrived. We did prepay before we got on board the ship. The only thing left to do is add a tip. Just got done with dinner at Chops. What did you think of Chops?
It was so good.
It was incredibly good. Oh my God. The service in there, incredible. Great service. Our server was amazing. The food was amazing. The steak was perfect. So perfect. Huge piece of steak too. I couldn't finish it. The red velvet cake was amazing as well. What did you think of the lava cake?
Oh, it was so good. It was a little more dense than like Paolo's, which I didn't mind. I don't know, it was still really good.
So now the magic question is, Chops or Paolo for dinner?
For dinner. Ooh, I don't know.
You don't
That's
know?
a tough one.
Both have their pros and cons, but I think Paolo for me takes it by just a hair. Chops is almost there, but Paolo Steakhouse is just a little bit better. Just a little bit, in my opinion, and you guys can have your own opinion as well, but I think Paolo is just a little bit better. But either way, guys, you can't go wrong with the dinner at Chops. If you can, make some time for it. And as we make our way back to the room, I just got to point out, we're on a cruise ship. We are on a cruise ship right now, walking through a little park. This is incredible. I love this. Take a look at that cheesy smile. We got back to the room and we completely forgot that our room host did the room. And take a look at what's on our bed. I love it. It's a little elephant. Yeah. So what is this? Coco Key. Know before you go. We'll definitely have to do some research before we get off the boat tomorrow. But take a look at this elephant! That is so cute. So we have made our way down to the boardwalk on deck 6 at the very back of the ship as we make our way over to the Aqua Theater, where we're going to be checking out the Aqua show. I can't remember what exactly it's called, but we're getting ready to head on inside. All right, we have our key seats for the Aqua Theater for Ocean Aria. So this is like a water show that's got diving, swimming, splashing, you name it. It is a water theme show at the very back of the ship. I'm really excited to see this. I've seen pictures, I've seen videos of different shows across the Royal Caribbean fleet, but I'm actually here now watching it. I'm gonna film some clips here and there, but I'm not gonna film a whole lot because I wanna be, locked in and watch it and enjoy it. But you guys see a couple clips and then we'll give our thoughts at the end. But I'm excited. The weather's perfect too. Something that's also really important to know is that the whole time we've been on board and prior to getting on board, Royal Caribbean has emphasized the importance of making a reservation for your different shows and experiences. And up until now, they really weren't checking if you had a reservation, whether it be for the ice skating show or for Mamma Mia. For the Aqua show, they are most definitely checking for reservations. Make sure you make a reservation for this show because you're not really going to get in without one. There's a really long line for standby, and once people with reservations come in and have their seat, they open it up for standby to just, pick up whatever's left. So just make sure you're aware of that. With that, ladies and gentlemen, day 2 of our Royal Caribbean cruise on board Allure of the Seas has come to a close. Tomorrow, we have our first ever day at Perfect Day at Coco Key. Is it Key or K? I've heard it pronounced both ways, to be completely honest with you. But either way, it's our first day at a brand new private island tomorrow, and I am so excited to go in and check it out and compare it to what Disney has to offer, because I hear people say that Disney's private islands are better and Royal Caribbean's private island is better. So we're about to see for ourselves and make our own decision. But anyways, I want to thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and if you made it all the way until the very end of the video, leave the word casino down in the comment section below, because I went down to the casino again with another 100 and lost it all. So yeah, I'm not really on a hot streak today. But anyways, guys, I hope you are all having a wonderful day, morning, afternoon, evening, and I'll see you guys in the next video.